All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about wire stripping multi-tools, and first off we have got the SOG Power Lock, and I have outfitted this with SOG's rather rare multi-tool wire stripping tool. You hardly ever see this. It is still sold, as far as I know, for $13. It goes from size 12 to size 24 gauge. And people either seem to love this or hate this. They have modded this for Leatherman's, I think the Leatherman Surge. And you can do that, but it takes some fairly serious modding. Now, how this does is it pinches, it cuts, pinch, cut, here we go. And then I get that just right, and let's see, there we go. So I was able to strip the wire, but unfortunately, I left a fair amount of the wire behind. Now, can you get a very good cut with these wire cutters? Yes, you can. I just did it off camera, but of course, while I'm doing it on camera, I did not get it. So let's go ahead and try again. Let's go ahead, try not to pinch the wire as much. Go ahead, try this again. Let's see. Circle around the tool, apply some pressure, circle around, and there we go. And so that one was a lot better, and it looks like I did not leave any wire strands behind. So it's not that it's a bad tool, it's just that it takes some practice. And one of the unfortunate things is there's not really a stop. And on most of the wire stripping tools, the jaws come together and they stop you so that you have the gauges. Where on this one, as far as I know, I've installed this correctly because you have the notch to use it on this side. But anyway, how I've put it in, it doesn't seem to have that stop unless you have to hold it like that, but that doesn't seem right. Anyway, so it's sort of a learning process, and it does fit in the power lock and also on the power assist, but you cannot fit it on the outside opening tool. You're not supposed to, I don't think, on the power assist. All right. So then we come to something I rigged up on my Leatherman Surge. You can use the commercial electric tool, and the wire strippers are pretty good in the commercial electric tool, but by the time you have to mod it for the Leatherman Surge, you have to take away a bunch of metal, the rivet comes out, you have to sort of re-rivet it, and it does create some play in the pliers. And so I've had some issues using this mod because, again, it's not a great solution. It's not a fantastic solution. Now, on the job, when I was using this more, I knew how to sort of use it, but on camera, I'm going to find it a little harder. There we go. It wasn't too bad. But there are some play in the pliers, so it's not a perfect solution, but it definitely does do a better job than the wire strippers that come with the Leatherman Surge, because they are not meant to strip wires this small. So they do a good job stripping larger wires from what I've heard, but not the wires that I would run into at my job. So now that I've gone to a new job, I don't need wire strippers as much, but I still run into it. So what I've actually done, the solution I've come up with, is actually to EDC a pair of Klein wire strippers, the smallest I know in existence, and I've cut the handles off so they're even smaller. So these are now, I think, about 4 inches. And I carry this in my pouch. I carry a multi-tool pouch and then an auxiliary tool pouch with tools that go with my multi-tool. And so now I can just use these Kleins, and I forget which, anyway, and it's just as simple as that. And these are the best option I have found, actually, to meet my wire stripping needs. All right, so I hope this has helped. Again, I think there's only about one video on YouTube that talks about the SOG. And perhaps I should sometime do a video about it, but it's really easy to do. You essentially get these two handles as how to install is what I'm referring. You take this out, and then you take either one or two implements. I think it's about maybe one implement. I forget. It depends on which size of tool you have that you're taking out. And then these two fit together, and you simply insert them in and then insert the bolt in, and there you go. So it's pretty easy. But the wire stripping tool I did get it to work in a rebar, Leatherman rebar, but I didn't get all the locking mechanism to work perfectly. So there are some modding options, but again, I don't think this is the best option out there, but it is an option. Hope this helps again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.